Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Ceres in Libra in a natal chart. Now, Ceres in astrology can be connected with how one may nurture and care, and how one may desire to be nurtured and cared for. Now, given that this is in Libra, this may be done through socializing. It might be through connection with their relationships. It may be somehow through intellectual sociability. It could be the bouncing of ideas off one another. It could be such as getting others to express their ideas and concepts and bring that out of others. It could be perhaps through ingratiating the self with others. It may be through really through artistry as well. Perhaps it could be through maybe doing things for others that are connected with artwork, such as buying paintings for others, or making homemade artwork that they could put in one's home. And the nurturing and care, I believe, would be likely, dispersed very evenly with others, given that this is Libra energy. And Libra, of course, could be strongly connected with equilibrium and balance. And as far as luxury go, I'm talking about providing others with luxury and also giving others luxurious items. And Libra energy again could be connected with ingratiating oneself with others, and maybe providing some charming energy as well, and really providing others with ideas. Because and really, when you're talking about Libra energy, it can be connected with ideas, and Libra can be very idea oriented. So anyway, or one may ingratiate oneself with others to be nurtured. That's another way that can manifest and pan out, I believe. Now, Ceres in astrology can also be connected with dissipated or depleted self-worth and self-esteem. Now, given that this is in Libra, this may be attributed, it could be to relationships. Somehow it could be to relationships that may have been unsavory, or the people were to the person's detriment in some way, shape, or form. It could be associated, might have not had an equal give and take, for example. It might be maybe connected with refinement, I should say lack of refinement, and this could be very strongly tied into a situation with a significant other. It might have been somebody making a poor choice in a significant other or marriage partner, or just simply not being treated fairly, where maybe they had issues with people that simply weren't being equitable or being fair-minded in how they treated this person. It could be issues with the law. There might be some lawsuits. Maybe this person, somebody emerged victorious over them, and maybe there's some despair connected with losing a lawsuit, or maybe they were taken in and beguiled by somebody's superficial charm. So those are some ways this could manifest and pan out. Now, Ceres in astrology can also be connected with eating issues and disorders that could pertain to eating and food. Now, given that this is Libra energy, this may be tied in perhaps with some kind of excessive eating associated with sweet food. This person might have an exceptional sweet tooth, and in some isolated cases, if there is a disorder associated with eating, it might be tied into that. Libra can be about beauty and attractiveness, so it could also be associated with the person not feeling attractive enough, not their physique not being appealing enough to others. And it could be also in order to try to appease other people as opposed to themselves, because Libra energy could be about appeasing other people. Now, Libra energy, Ceres in astrology can also be associated with the raising of children. Now, this could be something where if you become a parent and you do raise children, or if you are a parent, it might be done in a very fair and equitable and balanced manner. And it may be done with a lot of refinement and having the home, perhaps aesthetically appealing, but it could be encouraging your children to be very balanced, being very tactful and diplomatic, but not necessarily be confrontational, but be encouraging children perhaps to stand up for beliefs when necessary, when something's not just, if something's unlawful. teaching the children perhaps to abhor injustice. Uh, and anyway, also, Ceres in astrology can be associated with being coerced against one's will to go somewhere, being taken against one's will. It is associated with kidnapping and abduction. Now, most people are not going to be kidnapped or abducted in their lifetime, but in isolated cases, if this were to transpire and take place, perhaps it can be connected with a significant other, a marriage partner. It could be a former relationship. It could be somebody seeking justice, so to speak, doing things where they say that the ends justify the means, try to balance their warped scales, so to speak. It can be something that might have been associated with a legal matter or issue, such as somebody exacting vengeance on somebody that may have lost a legal matter to that person that they may be abducting or kidnapping. So, anyway, well, Ceres in astrology can also be associated with family connections. Now, this can be a family connection where somebody may have that might be very balanced. It might be with people that have a very even temperament, very peaceful and harmonious. It could be one where you might not have experienced a whole lot of dissension or discord or strife. Now, of course, you've got to look in your astrology chart as far as contraindicators go. I mean, if your moon is strongly afflicted, or if you have malefics in the fourth house, things could be a little bit of a different story. I mean, if you have, like, say, your Mars in the fourth, or Mars in Cancer, or the moon making an adverse aspect to your natal Mars, the situation may be a little bit more contentious with family members, more so than usual, but it could be one that was very fair and equitable, where the family where it is fair and equitable and very balanced, and maybe doing different things, putting even amount of time into various activities. So anyway, well, Ceres in astrology can also be tied into sorrow, dejection, and disappointment. Now, given that this is Libra energy, again, going back to relationships, it might be very strongly tied into a significant other, a marriage partner, a relationship one may have been involved in. It might be tied into a lawsuit or a legal matter that somebody may have lost. It could be some legality. There might be some situation connected with arbitration, or maybe even negotiation. It could be a lack of a compromise on another person's part. And also, Libra energy, sadly, of course, can be connected with ambivalence and indecision. So it can be tied in to situations where maybe one couldn't make up their mind. They were just frequently weighing the pros and cons incessantly, and they weren't really, and due to the lack of making the decision because of this, there might have been some repercussions and sorrow and disappointment in association with that. Now, Ceres in astrology can also be connected with protective energy. Now, given that this is in Libra, this can be done perhaps through the protective energy could be through understanding of the law. It can be with a significant other. It might be, protection with others in general. It can be something where you might, it can be also through a person may be very protective of their court records, and say if they have, in some cases where the person may have some criminal background, it can be something where they're doing everything at all costs to try to prevent others from saying it. It can also be issues connected with disclaimers as well. This person might have a very good understanding of copyright situations and putting disclaimers like such on YouTube videos to show that so they have protection in terms of what they are doing, and also understanding again of copywriting as well. Now, Ceres in astrology can also be connected with clothing. Now, given that this is in Libra, this could be one where one might really want to be very attractive, wear clothes that bring out attractiveness in somebody, very refined taste. It could be very good taste in clothing, and person might be connected with very beautiful clothing and have good taste in it. but also appearing very elegant based on what they're wearing. And also, it might be done to appease others. If this person is in a marriage and has a significant other, this might very well be through the cajoling of that person, and not always necessarily be what this person wants to wear. And it could also be very balanced spending that fair amount on clothes. It might not be something overly, spending extravagantly or spending frugally, but spending what you believe might be the fair amount, the right amount for whatever it is you are getting. Now, Ceres in astrology can also be associated with what one may obliterate to restore what one previously may had. Now, this could be a person that may eliminate relationships, as an example, to save their marriage, as an example, or to restore peace and harmony in one's life. So, I mean, those are some ways that this could manifest and pan out. But anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.